Welcome to the final part of Touhou 12, because once again I didn't bother recording the extra stage. You'll have to excuse me, we're in that era of Touhou games that I don't exactly care for, so, you know.
Overcame the 8th suffering. Jesus. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, it does.
What are sufferings 1 through 8? God damn.
It's like what happened to COVID's 1 through 18. Although I already know the answer to that question.
What happened?
That's really funny.
It's called COVID-19 because it was discovered in 2019.
Yeah, there you go. No, Carrie,
really
I was right. Have you thought about it? Wake up, sheeple.
I'm sorry. I know I've been deceived by the media.
Oh, hey, one up.
I am part of the controlled masses.
Carrie, put on your tinfoil hat. We gotta go see JFK come back. Can you believe that's real? Oh,
so, yeah, I'm just gonna get it out of the way. No, I do not win the stage here, and the reason for this is like it's a mix between two things. Firstly, the UA continues works I do not care for, and secondly, because of technical difficulties that kind of persisted with getting this game ready to go, I made it to stage 3 about 4 times trying to record this. And I was so burnt out on the game by this point.
Okay.
Oh, hey, you just gave me a full power-up. Cool.
You got an F. F for failing.
So, are we fighting the Saint or not?
Well, I can't sense anyone at all, but anyway, what's with this world? By the way, this is Hokai.
Okay.
All that ominous atmosphere, it's just creepy in the opposite way. Oh, are you the one who liberated this world? There she is. You're the person the yokai were trying to... Oh, didn't you break the seal? Well, I guess that's the way it turned out, but... Thank you very much! I never dreamed I'd be able to bathe in the light again like this. Well, who are you, anyway? My name is Byakuren Hijiri. I was a monk a long, long time ago. You seem to be a shrine maiden, am I right? Did you come down here to admit I wasn't wrong? I'm the shrine maiden who punishes those who aid yokai. And I think you're a dangerous person who all the yokai respect. I see. Then you'll seal me away again? Yes, exactly!
She wants to be sealed?
You really don't think the same way that I do. That humans and yokai can live together as equals in the light of Buddha.
But she can't be a monk because she's a woman. Women can be nuns, not monks. Unless she's not a woman.
Well, because it would be scarier if the yokai did it, it would be better for me to lift it anyway. From now on, I have to make sure I can show my gratitude to those who freed me. I can change your desire to eliminate all yokai.
Oh. She can get in your brain.
Yeah, I will resist you with all my strength. You should have said that from the start. After all, I'll beat anyone who's a friend of yokai. Humans haven't changed since my days in the temple. How weak and rash you are. Now, in the name of the 3 treasures...
Treasures of Buddhism, yep. Here we go.
What'd you say, Gabe?
I was like, is she gonna mention the 3... The 3
treasures of Buddhism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which were then kind of altered and turned into... Which are now more popular as the 3... Or were expanded upon and are more popular as the 7 treasures of Taoism, but 3 treasures are more important.
Okay, no. This is Buddhism. Taoism, that's the next game.
Oh, really?
That's not a joke, by the way.
Oh.
That's what's up. Taoism's sick.
Yeah, this is interesting to me because I'm actually not as familiar with Eastern religions as I would like to be.
Okay, Carrie, you are going to be interested in the next couple games because Eastern religions are pretty prevalent as like recurring themes.
I might need to learn a few things. I mean, I might learn
Of course,
a few things.
ultimately, it's about the shooting gameplay above all else, but...
Which isn't what I pay attention to because I'm watching, so I just pay attention to the story, the music, and the visuals.
Well, that's fair. I mean, there are a lot of Touhou fans that care more about like the world and the characters than they do about the games, and that's probably mostly because the games are fucking hard.
Yeah. But I'm not even playing, and I've never played one, so I can't really evaluate each of them based on that.
Yeah.
I know she's a Buddhist monk, but
She's a nun. Monks can't be female.
Is there a such thing as a Buddhist nun?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's...
Yeah, there are.
That's an actual thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
It's just female Buddhist monks.
I think
They shave their head too.
Yes. Yeah.
It's possible that in Japanese they maybe used the same term, and that's how then it ended up getting translated that way.
That's totally possible.
I do not know. That is merely a guess.
That's likely, because I mean that's not a word that I feel needs to be gendered, because it's pretty much the same thing as someone who lives a monastic life. So yeah, it's just not necessary to have two separate words.
Sure. She looks like Taboo with that whole thing.
Oh yeah, kind of. I'm thinking about how she just came in attacking us like that, and it just kind of reminded me of that Simpsons quote that it's man, it's a good thing that Buddhism encourages not to let go of material desire, or to let go of desires, because I have the desire to kick your ass.
You beat her. Good job.
Hakone Shrine. It's a shrine on the eastern edge of Gensokyo. There was a little shade of snow left on the snow grounds. What? Oh yeah, there was also a flying ship. That's right. Is this your shrine? Whoa! Don't scare me like that. What are you doing here anyway? Gods and Buddhas must show each other respect too. Of course. Nobody really worships at the shrine, do they? What makes you say that? The god here is so mad. Eh? Maybe you should spend time getting more visitors instead of just hunting yokai all the time. Anyway, don't you live in Makai? Is it okay to just go back and forth like this? I used to be from here too, like Marisa and the others. I've come to find a way to live here in peace.
Look at the little UFO.
Yeah.
He's a little guy.
In peace? Seeing your lonely, empty shrine has made up my mind. I believe I'll build a temple. Yokai, living peacefully in a temple? Yes, we'll reject violence in pursuit of enlightenment.
Just like the Buddha did.
I'm confident in Buddhism, even after seeing this. We'll gain followers and slowly grow to be the greatest Buddhist temple in the world.
Huh.
Yes, I'll name the temple after my brother. The Myoden Temple. That's perfect.
Remind me, was she Shinto, originally the temple? Is it Shinto?
Reimu's shrine, you mean?
Yeah.
That's...
Or shrine, I'm sorry.
That's definitely a Shinto shrine.
Yeah.
Which is funny because
I won't be doing any yokai hunting. I've already extended this hand of salvation to yokai, to those poor yokai Okay. The ship that flew through the sky landed close to the human village, turning into nothing more than old granary. That granary was remodeled into a modest temple. It was called the Myoden Temple. The so-called treasure ship landing and turning into a temple created an uproar in the village.
Investigate time.
Rumors flew around like, these people are lucky, and there's some amazing... I don't know what that word is. Making the temple popular with humans.
Bodhisattva. Yeah. At least that's what you said.
It was originally built for yokai, but since Byakuren treated humans and yokai the same, the temple accepted all comers, except humans who were just looking for treasure from the treasure ship. Needless to say, Reimu was depressed by how easily Byakuren picked up followers. So yeah. Also, little fun fact, because this is something that was not going to be that was only discussed in the extra stage, which I did not record. But basically, the people in the flying ship that went to resurrect Byakuren, break her seal. They were some of the yokai who came out from underground when the geyser that kicked off the plots of the previous game went off.
Okay.
Because that was the big plot. The geyser going off let several dangerous yokai from underground loose, and that led to the plot of this game. So yeah, the plots are all coming together, as you can see.
For everyone but me.
Anyway, it's final thoughts time.
Final thoughts. The last thought. Is this the part where we write our final death poem before we commit suicide?
Why did you make it dark?
Isn't that a Japanese ritual suicide thing? They write a final poem, like a death poem, and then they stab themselves.
I'm not familiar with that, so I couldn't answer.
That's a very specific kind of...
Anyway, it's Final Thoughts time.
Yeah, the ritual suicide.
Ritual suicide seppuku, but that's...
Yeah, that's what I was referencing.
It is, in fact, Final Thoughts time, though.
Someone's phone was vibrating.
That was mine. Telling me that my phone's at 80% battery and I need to unplug it.
What do you need to
Oh,
unplug
that's
it?
cool that
Charge
it
to
does
100.
that.
Because
it
I have
preserves
an
the
app.
battery.
I have an app that like keeps track of my battery health.
Yeah, if you, in order to...
So I have a brand new phone now, and especially if you have a new phone, like, it's a lot safer for your battery to unplug it at 80%.
That's what the phone repair guy said to me, was that if you keep your phone between about like 40 and 80%, it increases the battery's longevity.
Though if your battery is about 4 years old, the difference between 80% and 100% is more or less negligible.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I said before, it is Final Thoughts time.
Yeah, okay, so they talked about... First of all, music bangers. They talked about how...
By the way, the music's good.
But I feel like I'm just a broken record at that point.
Yeah.
Saying it. So, like, Shintoism and, like, Buddhism, like, are the two largest religions in Japan. And I know it's... Shintoism basically is for everything, but Buddhism is for, like, death, mostly. Over there, at least. So this game, like, delving a little bit into some of the, things that Buddhism's all about. And it's pretty cool, obviously I was like, oh, towers and blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, towers next game. I was like, that's cool. So that'll be cool to see. Plot, it's, like, pretty cool, like, spaceships and shit. And then it's, like, actually just because you're going to a fucking isekai, you're going to another world again. And, actually... Makai, dude, that shit looked crazy. It had like the two cities in the background, but they were like on islands, and there was like the weird sun, and like everything else was blacked out, but the sun was the only thing.
Makai has been in 3 Touhou games, and it looks different in every one of them.
I like this one the best because it also reminds me of Ace Combat 4's setting in for Bounty. That's a completely different thing, but that's just what I associate it with. This is pretty gangster. I like the bombs coming back. I think the attack patterns are pretty cool in this one, especially from the mouse. The first one with that square dowsing rod. That was pretty cool. It's a Touhou game. It's a good one. Looked a little hard. It had smiling teeth in it, so I'm gonna give that.
Who did it? I put the smiling teeth in.
No,
that was also talked about off recording for the most part.
Carrie made it canon. So
I made it canon.
For that, I'm gonna give that 6.5 dentists out of 10 recommend.
Is that like a Rotten Tomatoes website but for dentists?
No, just usually in toothpaste commercials they're like,
why does only half of a dentist recommend it?
He lost his legs in
He's a dental student.
He lost his legs in a dentist accident.
So, wait, does that mean that the other half of his body also counts in this regard, or is there just another half dentist there?
No, the 0.5 dentist is a dentist who was working on a shark and got bitten. He was like cleaning his teeth and then he got.
So he's not a full person anymore?
He's a half person, yeah.
I would think a half dentist would be a dental student.
Harry Potter and the half dentist student.
Alright, anyway, that's Carrie's.
Anyways, my turn. So because of all the long games that we've done recently, whenever we do Touhou, I think, wow, these games are short. Anyways, I think I was having too much fun conversing that I didn't really lock onto the story and the characters, but I do admit that for my style of just absorbing narrative, Touhou doesn't really align with that. Even though I do find it interesting, it's hard for me to lock onto it because it's so quick, because the dialogue goes by so quickly and the story is so short. That being said, I was really interested in who that resurrected saint is, and I do hope she comes back now that we know she wants to convert Reimu's shrine. The religious theme is interesting. I'm also looking forward to the continuation of that. I like the little sketches at the end like these games tend to have, but that's not particularly unique to this one. As I said, the ending's charming. Overall, I think it definitely catered to some of my interests, but was generally a pretty neutral game, so I think in that case I'd give it a 5.5 out of 10.
All right. So yeah, this game is another one I'm not so much of a fan of, just because of how brutal it is, and it still has the continue thing, which I'm personally not a fan of, because I feel like I'd be able to beat it much easier with the old continue system, and like sure I'd get the bad ending that way, but also I wouldn't have to pull my hair out starting the final stage over for the 24th time. Which is the biggest reason why I didn't bother with finishing this one this time around, you know? Yeah, it's also why I played it in easy mode, because I just really do not have the patience for that kind of thing. I think the reason why I'm a bit more lenient on this game overall than Touhou 11 is because I think the plot might be just a little more interesting. Just a little bit more. Like, I kind of like Touhou 11's characters more, but I like the plot direction of Touhou 12 more. That's simple enough to understand. I don't know. Anyway, that's basically the gist of it. It's kind of hard to do final thoughts on Touhou games once you're 12 games in, but I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Anyway, next time in Smash Sim Games, well, that depends on whether or not I have technical difficulties. If all goes according to plan, the next game we're playing is Touhou Hiso Tensoku, a fighting game that's more of a side entry.
Oh.
If I can't get that to work properly, because I had shit luck, like, the other two fighting games, Immaterial and Missing Power and Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, those both crashed on me trying to record it. So I'm going to give Hiso Tensoku a try. If it doesn't work out, I'm not doing it. And if that happens, then next up is Touhou 1310 Desires. Either way, until next time, this is Smash Sim Games, signing off.
Bye.